Okay, so I am a backup freak. Uh, every time I have to work on a website, even if I have to change a single character in the text or in the code of a WordPress website, I always take a backup. Okay, I always take a backup. Doesn't matter how small the change is. And when I hire developers to my team, the first thing I tell them, the first thing I educate them about is how to take a backup before they do any kind of work. Backups have saved me a lot of times because I'm a human. We are all humans. We can make mistakes. So if we don't take a backup and if we work on a website and if we mess up, then what? We will, we can lose a client, or if you are a freelancer or Upwork, you can get a bad review. So always take a backup before working on any website. Uh, doesn't matter how small the change is, always take a backup first to, save your butt. So there are a lot of plugins that we can use on WordPress to create backups, and there is one plugin that I found. It is called backup migration. The name is backup migration, and it got like 80,000 plus active installations right now. And well, it got 5 star ratings, so it looks pretty impressive. So I haven't used this plugin before. I was basically uh, I got an email from them, the plugin developers, and they wanted me to review the plugin and create a video about it. So if you are seeing this video, it means that I like the plugin, and that's why you are seeing this video. Because if I haven't liked the plugin, I wouldn't have uploaded this video. So I haven't used the plugin before. I will be using this now after this video. So let's see how this plugin works, and if it's something that I will use in my workflows. Okay, so this is my website, and what I am going to do is that I'm going to install this plugin, backup migration. I haven't used this plugin before. Okay, if you want to try it out, you can click on this link and try this on a dummy website. But I'm going to try this on my own live website. What I'm going to do is that what I actually wanted to do a few days ago. I wanted to create a backup of my website, and I wanted to install it on my local machine because I wanted to do some work that I didn't feel like I should do directly on the live site. So I thought, okay, let's try this backup plugin, and let's see how it works, and if it's something I will use in the future for myself. And if you're seeing this video, obviously I like the plugin, and that's why I'm suggesting it. But let's see how it is used. So first of all, I'm going to install it. I'm going to go here. The plugin, I'm installing it now. It is installed. I'm going to activate it. Stay on the safe side. I will skip it for now. Okay, so I am on the plugin screen and create backup now. There's a button or have backups created automatically. We have this option too. Let's see what settings are here. In the free version, there is also a paid version of this, but let's see what features we have in the free version. So files, 2.42 GB files. But obviously, I'm not going to back up the WordPress installation, complete the WordPress files. So and anything extra that is on my root directory, I'm going to download plugins and themes and uploads of course. And what else do we have here? Do not backup files which are larger than 100 MB. I don't think I have any file larger than 100 MB. We are excluding these other files created by other backup plugins. We don't have to, keep them in our backup that this plugin will generate. Of course, we need a database. Without it, how am I supposed to, restore it on my local machine? So I think that's the I think we are going to use these default settings, and let's see what happens. I'm going to create. I'm going to click on this button, and let's see. Based on your selection, 831.15 MB of data will be backed up. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go. What another thing I'm going to do, which I usually do, if any plugin is working in the background using Ajax. So what I do, I click inspect element. I go to network, because here sometimes the plugin throws an error in the background, but we don't come to know about it. We keep waiting, but nothing progresses, and we come to find out that there was an error in the background which the plugin didn't alert us about. So that's why I always open the inspect element screen, so I at least know that what is happening in the background, and if the plugin is working and doing its job, or it got stuck, or it received like 503 error or something. So all right, let's see now what happens. Okay, now you can see it's doing something. Here it's showing the progress, and here we can also see this is the request plugin is sending in the backend in using Ajax. And so here that's why I open this inspect element screen, so I can see the status codes, and I can see if there is any error, so I don't keep just looking at the screen, because I will know that okay, something bad happened, and I will have to redo the steps again after fixing whatever the issue is. So 1%, 831 MB, it's quite a lot. So let's see how much time it takes. 97% now. 4% now. 80% now. And 4. Hmm. Your backup is accessible at to migrate. Your size is copyable link. That's pretty cool. It means I will not have to download the backup and restore it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to install WordPress on my local machine. Okay, I will stop the video. I will install WordPress on my local machine, and then we will do the restore process uh, on my local machine. Okay, the WordPress version on my local machine. So yeah, this was pretty smooth, the process. Now let's see how it uh, you know uh, how it restores the backup on another site. So I will see you in the next video. I'm going to stop it right now. Okay, so we are back, and you are seeing a WordPress version on my local machine. I'm using XAMPP server. If you want to know how to install WordPress locally, you can watch my video number 2 and video 3 of my WordPress theme development course on my YouTube channel. Okay, so we have I've installed a WordPress version on my local machine. I've also installed the plugin. Now we have to restore the website, my live website. How do we do that? Super quick migration. Okay, so I'm going to paste the link here, and let's see how it does the process and how much time it takes. I'm going to click on restore now. Again, I'm going to use inspect elements, so I at least come to know if there's any error, because I'm not sure if the plugin shows that in case if there's something happens in the background. Yeah, sure. This is a test site, nothing important. Okay, now let's see what happens. So something is happening. We can see in the network tab, it's downloading. 2 MB has been downloaded. So we are going to wait. Okay. I'm going to skip the wait and I will see you again at the end of this process. Okay, so our backup process is successful. Now let's check our website. I'm going to close this pop-up. All right, so I will have to log in with my live website credentials. Okay, so this is the backend of my website and I can see all the plugins here that are on my live website. Let's see the front end of the website and see how it looks. And there is some error at the beginning. It's about the Bluehost plugin, which is fine. I mean, we can disable the plugin, but other than that, yeah, it completely downloaded my live website. Let's try to go to another page. And yeah, that works too. So it was quite a smooth process, and just one thing, just in case if the restore process, gives you any error at the start of the process, then you might need to whitelist the backup migration backup URL that we added here in your firewall. But other than that, this was I mean, very smooth process. I totally loved it. And I'm definitely going to use this plugin for my next project when I have to move one website from one web hosting to another web hosting. As a matter of fact, I actually got two projects where I have to do this. I have to copy the websites to another hosting service. So I will definitely use this plugin, and I would like to say thank you to the plugin developers for giving me this opportunity uh, to review this plugin. They also gave me a pro version of this plugin. So yeah, this is a sponsored video, but I actually like the plugin, and that's why I am creating this video. And I will definitely use this plugin for my next projects to clone the website from one hosting to another. So I love the process. I actually love the process. I actually tried to use another plugin, um, which also did something similar like this, where we can, uh, add, copy the link, just like we did here. But that didn't work. That got stuck. But this one did not get stuck, and uh, this process was pretty smooth. And I didn't have to do anything. I just waited after clicking the restore button, and I can see that it cloned the website exactly as it is. And now I can work on my local machine, make changes here without worrying about my live site getting affected. So yeah, this was quite a good experience, and I suggest that you guys also try this plugin for your next project, and let me know the feedback how it goes for you. And if you find any issues, you can contact the plugin developers. You can go here in the troubleshooting, and then you can check advanced options, and you can then share your debug info with the backup bliss team, the plugin developers, and they will investigate the issue and help you out. So the support is also pretty good. I also tried that, and yeah, it was a good experience overall, and I will definitely use this plugin for my next project. And I suggest that if you are looking for something like this, if you have to transfer one website from one web hosting to another web hosting, you can give this plugin a shot. So thank you for watching the video. I will see you again in the next video.